Hey Jerry, hey Buck, how y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a good Independence Day weekend. Hey, 351 Cleveland, how you doing, brother? Be a good weekend to be on the lake if it wasn't so crowded. I think all the lakes around here are packed right now. There's Janet. How you doing, Janet? I appreciate you making in. Okay, well I'll understand if I don't see you again. That's okay. We had some high winds last night, but we never did get no rain out of it. It went south of me down toward Woody. Yeah, no doubt, 351. This is not the best time to be on the lake fishing. You better have a jet ski or a ski boat or something, pontoon. I saw my buddy Paul. He was down in Florida last couple of days. Well, before the weekend, on his jet ski down around the jetties down at Panama City Beach. I don't even try and get on the lake here on the weekends. It's always the weekdays, especially 4th of July weekend. You don't want to be on the lake nowhere. Janet, are y'all having storms or just really high winds there? Hey, brother, I appreciate you being in here. Hope you're doing good today. Georgia Boy 44, how you doing, brother? Enjoyed your Let Freedom Ring video yesterday. Good day to have the family out shooting. I'm going to try and get mine done tomorrow if I can. There's Streeter Boys Outdoors. How you doing, Shannon? I appreciate you dropping in, man. Hope y'all having a good weekend. Y'all back at the lake or the campground, or y'all back home now? That was a cool video with you and your kids. Your little boy did good catching the big old cats. And your daughter's doing good with the ferro rod, too. Oh, okay, I got you, Georgia boy. Well, I need to film mine, and I'll put it out on the 4th, I guess. But I hadn't had any time to get anywhere and shoot. I shot last week, but I ain't had time this week. Oh, okay, cool, Shannon. Yeah, I shot last week. I should have filmed that, and I could have just used that video. But I put that new scope on my 22 Magnum, got it dialed in pretty good. It's probably a good weekend to be home, Shannon. It's just it's gonna be too crowded anywhere to go do anything. I'm sure I heard them shooting fireworks off last night. I imagine the next 2 or 3 nights is gonna be crazy around here. That's what I was thinking. tie up under a bridge somewhere, Georgia boy. It's almost ridiculous hot right now. And you know that the rain missed us yesterday. We got a lot of wind, and then and a little bit of clouds, and all of a sudden it just blew on through. So we're still hot here. Look like y'all might have got it though. Look like it went north of us. I've been getting out right at daylight doing the garden. It's just too hot to be out there after about 11 o'clock. There's Jen. How you doing, Jen? Appreciate you coming by. I know y'all are hot. I tell you what, Shannon, I cut mine about 3 or 4 days ago. And then we didn't get the rain they said we were going to get. And I cut it low, and I was scared I done skin it back too low. I was worried it was going to die out, but so far it's hung in here. Oh, that is a good deal, Georgia boy. I got a Ruger All-American or a Ruger American. I've been paying a lot more than that for 125 rounds. I've probably been paying close to $20, $22 for 50, I think. I think that's what I've been shooting. No, those are Federals. I've been shooting those 22 maxi mags. But they shot good through it the other day. It's Joy Stewart. How you doing, Joy? I appreciate you sharing this out last night. Hope you and Scott are doing good. Oh, 91, Jen. Let me see what we're 90 right now here. But at my house, it feels like 100. So I think we were about 95 yesterday, wasn't we, Georgia boy? Wasn't it around 95 yesterday or 96? I'll dang sure try and see if I can find some. Our Walmart down here, I'll be honest with you, they don't hardly carry anything. I might could go to another Walmart, but their sporting goods department stinks. I'll just put it that way. I mean, I've been getting whatever I can get at Academy, or there's a good little shop out in Douglas County. I pick up some stuff. Oh, that's right, Jen. That's dangerous hot when it gets over 90. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been in the middle 90s the last 2 or 3 days. But I think we got a little cooling down period coming for about 4 or 5 days. Wow, Buck. See, I think that's the cool front that's coming down this way, too. We're going to drop from the mid-90s down to about the high 80s for about 4 days, I think they said. And I'll take it. I'm telling you. It's killing my garden. My garden is just, whoo, it's so hot. Oh, my goodness, Jen. That's terrible. Triple digits are way too dangerous. Way too dangerous. Imagine GGW is probably getting hitting triple digits at his place. Oh, shoot. Message me. I'll give you my phone number. We'll run by that place if they're open tomorrow. It's Gable Sporting Goods. If I don't talk to you, Georgia boy, look up Gable Sporting Goods. They got some good stuff. That's where I buy all primers and powder from when nobody else had it. They had it. There's GGW. I was just talking about you. I knew 108 at 4 p.m. Yeah, I knew if Jen said Pop was getting it, then you were getting it. That's terrible, man. You better stay inside that house. Oh, no doubt, Shannon. You better stay hydrated, man. I'm drinking as many Cokes as I can to hydrate. Over 100 last week, but we've been teetering, but so far, thank goodness we hadn't made. We've had feel like temps like 103 or 106, but we hadn't. I think about 98's as high as we got so far. Oh, cool, Shannon. It's always good to get bell peppers. You know, I picked about 4 bell peppers off my plant, and ever since then, it ain't put out no new buds. I don't know what's up with it, but I may not be getting any more. I may have to yank him out and plant me some more. Go up to the feeding seed, buy me some more pepper plants. Yeah, Gables is a good place, Georgia boy. It's just it stays packed a lot, but they got some nice firearms. They got a lot of good reloading stuff. And last time I bought primers, they didn't. Well, one guy said they had I think 4-pack limit. You could only get like a half a brick, but the young guy at the counter sold me a whole brick. He didn't care as long as I was paying for him. Oh, there's Miss Judy. How you doing, Judy? I appreciate you coming by. Miss Judy has got more rain than you can imagine. I imagine Don and Kat have too, though. And Hippie Chick, Maine is getting slammed with some rain. I sure hope she dries out soon. She can't get nothing but got her beans planted and they're soggy. She can't get nothing planted. That's terrible when you can't get your garden planted because it's just staying too much rain. We got just the opposite problem. We can't get no rain. Maybe toward the end of the week, though, when they get that cool down, we might get a little rain out of that. Oh, that would be awesome, Jen. Plant you some greens out there and carrots and potatoes. I almost said that to you, Judy. I was gonna put in the comments, if it don't slow down, y'all are gonna have to build an ark. That is terrible. Yeah, Jen, I imagine a summer garden would be rough, but I bet a spring garden would do good. I mean, a fall garden would do good there. I'm going to try and replant some stuff this fall, just certain things. But I'm not going to go crazy with it because I get too busy trapping once, fall gets here. But I did last year. I planted me a lot of collard greens and you can plant more cabbage too. I may put a little more cabbage out. Just some easy stuff that I don't have to do a whole lot with. Buck, have y'all had a lot of rain, or y'all been dry like us? I tell you what, I've been I'm in the garden every morning, but I really haven't been paying a lot of attention to my potatoes because they really don't need nothing. I looked down there this morning and there's some caterpillars got in there inside that netting, and they have ate the tops out of all my red potatoes. I don't know if it's going to completely kill them back or not. I sprayed soapy water on them. I hope I got them, but I don't know. I hope that whole thing ain't messed up. Judy, I've seen very few this year. I guess it may just be so wet they're hibernating or staying in the ground or staying in their nest. That is kind of weird. I mean, I'm just now starting to see a lot of wasp out, but I have not seen the first yellow jacket this year either. And usually by now I'm eat up with yellow jackets, which is fine with me because I hate them little boogers anyway. They are good for nothing but stinging you. Okay, Buck, y'all been dry too then. Well, I hope y'all get some because that usually means once you get some, it comes down to gets us a day or so later. That's all right, Judy. We know what you're talking about. It don't pick up my my voice good either. I had to quit doing that because I send people some text messages that been iffy a few times. I text them back right quick and said, I didn't say that. The phone said that. Hey, there's Irene, the field guide. Oh, is that right, Irene? Well, I tell you what, Judy sure is getting it. I guess y'all are gonna get it. Y'all are getting it too. I enjoyed that bear necropsy video the other day you put on Facebook. I watched the whole thing, and it just shows you can't trust them things. Hey, there's Brian, Poverty Hills. How you doing, Brian? Enjoyed your last video, buddy. I sure did. I think we're all pretty good, Irene. Most of us are just sweating it out from the heat. Oh, goodness, Jen. You don't mess with no rattlesnakes. The only rattlesnakes I want's my rattlesnake green beans. Hey, there's Mystic Railroad. What's going on, Mystic? I appreciate you stopping in, brother. Happy 4th to you. I hope y'all are doing good and having a good weekend. Well, Shannon, it's been the same way here, man. We'll go, we'll go 10, 15 days with no rain. Then we'll get just either a little quick shower that doesn't do anything, or either we get a terrible storm and then power's out for 2 days. I mean, we can't have it in the middle. We have to go from one extreme to the other here. Good, Brian. Yeah, I saw it. It was bad, Irene. They need to loosen up some laws, hunting laws. I'll say that, instead of charging people that shoot a bear. Oh yeah, Brian, I can tell y'all been wet, mighty wet too. Y'all have got a lot of rain, just like Judy had. Woo, Irene, you're gonna have to get you some Texas folks to send you one. I hope I don't get close enough to make a wallet out of one. I can send you a copperhead wallet, probably. Oh yeah, Judy, that's exactly right. Hey, there's Mark's Trapping Outdoors. How you doing, Mark? Hope y'all having a great weekend and a good 4th of July weekend. Oh, okay, just Streeter Outdoors. Matter of fact, I saw that, Shannon. It's going to take me a while to quit saying Streeter Boys, but I'll get it sooner or later. Yeah, Brian, believe it or not, we got smoke down here right now, all the way down here in Georgia. A couple of days ago, it was super strong, but it's got a little better in the last day or so. Oh, good, Judy. I've never tried that. I've read up on it, but I've never tried it. Uh, I I just used cow manure and potting soil, and then I added a lot of peat moss and perlite just to keep it real, where it'll drain real good here where I'm at. But I don't know where them caterpillars come from. Yeah, I saw that too, Irene. I telling you what, they're gonna reap what they sow. There's gonna be a lot of folks start getting bit, a lot of pets missing, and when the right person's pets come up missing, then they'll start rethinking these laws. It's ridiculous. There's Shasta Valley Outdoorsman. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you sharing that last night. Hope y'all are doing good. I know y'all are hot. Oh, I bet they do, Brian. I've made hat bands with a few of them, my cowboy hats, but there's Cody after 5 Outdoors. How you doing, brother? Happy 4th to you. I know you've been out there catching some fish. How hot are y'all right now, Cody? Okay, Janet. I didn't know if y'all were getting terrible rain too. This pattern must go all the way across the all the way across the globe because it's a lot of people here been getting hammered with rain. All right, Mark. I think I'm gonna bake me some bread tonight. Y'all need to get your bread machine rolling, Mark. Make y'all some. Jen, that's funny. Yeah, I guess so, Janet. I tell you, we can have that some days too. It's usually in the fall and spring, but we can have 4 different seasons in one day ourselves. Hey, Cody, you need to go live while you're out there fishing. I'm sure you'll get on some. Y'all been catching pretty good. Oh, Shasta said it's gonna be 100 plus again today. Man, don't stay out there and get too hot, Shasta. Well, Cody's at 85. That's about what we are, Cody. Oh, okay, Brian. I didn't know that. Ah, that's cool, Shasta. We used to do that when we was kids. Oh, that's Kevin. I'm sorry, Kevin. I thought that was Brian posted that. I appreciate you being in, brother. That was a cool bow you made up. Very cool bow you built. There's my brother Tim S. How you doing, Tim? Actually, Tim, I think tonight I'm going to make. I'm just going to make some regular white bread because my tomatoes are starting to come in now, and I'm gonna slice them and make me homemade bread with the lettuce out of my garden and the tomatoes out of my garden, and make me a big old BLT. So it's just gonna be white bread this week. I need to make some pizza crust, so I hadn't done that yet. Oh, okay, Cody. I understand that. It's all I can do to get service in the fur shed. That's neat, Janet. I really need some put out some of my potatoes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be heading to the feeding seed tomorrow, Judy, and get me some of that. Maybe that'll take care of all them caterpillars and slugs or anything else that's in there. Oh, that's cool, Mark. French bread would be good. I'm just gonna do regular white bread for my sandwiches. But the last bread I made was French bread. I love French bread. Oh, that sounds good, Brian. That's something I hadn't tried yet was banana bread. Or to try and make some of that too. Well, I hadn't made any white bread, Irene, in a while, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. I also got some big blocks of extra sharp cheddar. I'm gonna make me some good uh, grilled cheese sandwiches with it too. I think that'd be awesome. Thanks, Joy. I hope it is. I hope I got all the ingredients. I went to the grocery store yesterday and didn't even look to see if I had enough bread yeast. Oh, I will, Irene. That's for sure. Awesome, Georgia boy. I've already picked two red ones, and I got about 6 or 7 more red ones ready to go. I didn't want to pick my green ones because I'm trying to make them turn red. I done promised my mama a couple of tomato sandwiches, so I got to let those turn red. That'd be cool, Kevin. I bet it'll look good too. Like I said, mostly we got copperheads around here, but they make some pretty cool skins too. Thanks, Jen. I hope it is. We're gonna give it a shot anyway. Yeah, thanks, Mark. There's Mark, MCK. What's going on? Going on, Mark? Hope y'all having a great Independence Day weekend. Yeah, me too, Kevin. I could eat them about every day for lunch, really. Oh yeah, Tim. I have to cook some at least. I usually do it once a week, but here I've been so busy this last week I hadn't been able to. Sorry, y'all. You know I'm behind on chat like I always am. Yeah, I do too, brother. I love me some bread. I eat way too much bread. Broke loader too. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing good. Hope your weather's cooler than our weather anyway. I know. That still burns me up, Irene. But I get all kinds of this is the worst year I've ever had for Japanese beetles. I've never had this many Japanese beetles before. Cody, I appreciate you stopping in, brother. Y'all catch a mess of them. Hope you do good. I know you will. But it's always nice having you drop in, brother. Oh, that's cool, Shasta. I've never had good luck with pumpkins. I don't know what it is, but I've just never. I mean, I do good with melons and cantaloupes and all, but I've never done good with pumpkins. That's exactly me, Shannon. I'm the same way, man. I used to like it extremely hot and extremely cold. Now I'm right in the middle. Give me fall and spring any day of the week. Yes, Janet, it's in my about page. It's Craig Wall Outdoors at gmail.com. But you can look it up. If you go to my channel, just look in my about page. It's in there. I'd love to have that. I'll try that next week, Janet. That would be cool. I mean, copperhead's got a good looking skin. Copperheads are good looking snakes. I like them once they're skins. I don't like them when they're still crawling. I agree. I agree completely, Irene. I don't like none of them. I'll be honest with you. I do not like any of them. I don't mind rat snakes and king snakes and black snakes, but them old pointy head ones, I don't like them. Yeah, some BLTs are going to be jamming. Oh, that's cool, but broke loader. I've got when I check my carrots, I'm gonna check my garlic, see if any of it's ready to go. It ought to be getting pretty close to ready. I have to hang mine. I guess I'm gonna hang it here in the first shed since I'm not doing furs it right now. Shannon, I've never been because most of the big fur conventions are up north. We have state ones here put on by the state, but they're not. Nobody ever comes down here. I'd love to go up north and go to one of them, though. I like to go to the Pennsylvania Trappers Association convention. There's two or three big ones I'd like to go to, but I've never been so far. Oh, that's cool. Your wife makes good banana bread. Joy, not today. Not today, Joy. As much as I'd like to try it, it just ain't gonna happen. That's like kryptonite for me, man. Yeah, I saw that video too, Irene. You know, I trapped that cow farm and I almost brought home some manure from that cow farm. And I asked my buddy, I said, what do y'all spray your hay fields with? He said, Grazon. I said, now I do it now. I ain't gonna make that mistake. Jen, thanks so much for being here. You stay inside and stay cool. And start planting that fall garden now. I want to see you plant you a fall garden this year. Man, we got a belly full of copperheads down here, Shannon. Yeah, New York's got a good trappers convention. Most all the northern states do. But you know, Georgia just does not have, the National Trappers Association never comes down here. I mean, I'm a member and all, but you never see anything listed for them down here. And it's crazy because there's still a lot of trappers in the South. I guess I don't know why they don't come down here. That's right, Shannon. Everybody, make sure you go over to Al's Outdoors. He's still taking donations for his wife, who's very sick. I was going to try and run a banner for him, for Al's Outdoors, and for Lakeview Outdoors. His wife is really sick too. Scottish American's doing, he's got a video out, tells you how you can donate to them too. Hey, Elliot, AR Gun 1776. How you doing, brother? I hope you're having a great weekend. Mighty hot. It has been sure enough hot here. Tim, next time you come on down here, we'll go out and see if we can do a little copperhead hunting and a little moccasin hunting. I'll let you walk way out in front while I hold the gun. Thank you, GGW. I appreciate that. If you would, run Scotsman's channel too, and they can go over to the Scotsman's channel and watch Scotsman's video on Lakeview Outdoors. 91? Yeah, I'm showing 90 here, Elliot. It's rough hot. It's not quite as bad today as it was yesterday, though. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. I hope y'all have a great 4th too, buddy. Woo! I'd assemble it in the garage. AR. It's mighty hot outside right now. I was going to smoke some ribs today, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get up early tomorrow morning and get them on about daylight, and that way they'll be done about lunch. Cause it's almost too hot to be standing out with a grill right now. Those pellet smokers work good. Thank you, GGW. That's awesome. Y'all all go check out those two channels. They need some help. And Al's Outdoors, you can watch. I ran his playlist every night last week till I watched every one of his videos. Just go and hit the playlist, cut your sound down, and rock and roll. Yeah, AR, the only reason I got mine is I won a contest at my dentist office, and I happened to win that one. So I've used it a lot. All right, Tim. Well, we'll work something out, buddy. Oh, that's cool, Shannon. I'd like to meet Jeff too. He said that him and his dad and them used to trap down here in Georgia, years ago. And it'd be good to see Jeff come down here some more. But yeah, I'd like to meet Dunlap. Lord knows I bought enough of his baits. Yeah, I think so, Elliot. I think it's going to be a lot more comfortable. And just take them off. They'll be ready about just after lunch. And I'll just eat them for lunch instead of supper. Hey there, Skipjack Cindy. How you doing? I appreciate you being in. Cindy's been wearing some big old cats out. Lots of good catches. Yeah, AR, I like mine, but my son's got that pellet smoker, and he'll if we're having a family get together, he'll be smoking on both of them, and it's all good. I tell you what, nothing's bad on a smoker. I don't care what you cook on it. We're doing good, Cindy. Just trying to beat the heat. It's been terrible here. For your Corvette, Elliot, or your daily driver? Oh, shoot, Sandy, you're doing good. Has I don't know if y'all are as hot as we are. I wondered if the hotter weather was making the fishing tougher at night. Pork Chop Outdoors, what's going on? I appreciate you coming in. Hope y'all are enjoying your Independence Day weekend. Mighty hot here. Janet, thank you so much. I always enjoy having you in with us. I always learn something new when you're here every weekend. So thank you, and I hope you have a good rest of the weekend. And be careful with those storms coming through. Oh, I forgot to say Happy Canada Day, too, yesterday from all my Canadian friends out there. Oh, it's been miserable here, Cindy. We're just hoping for some rain. Okay, Elliot, I thought you might be talking about the vet. Yeah, I thought it might, Cindy. Well, you're doing a good job hanging in there because you're catching them. I tell you what, I took the Jeep out, run it around all day the other day, and got home next morning. it wouldn't crank for squat. So I put a tester on it, and the alternator is not putting out enough. So I went and bought ordered an alternator yesterday. After the live stream, I'm gonna go pick it up. I'll put that on. I might do it this evening if it ain't terrible out there. But while I was working on that, I got to looking, and my carburetor was leaking. It's dripping down right on top of the manifold, and I thought that ain't good. Can't have that. That carburetor's so old, I cannot find a rebuild kit for it. So I guess I'm gonna wind up having to just buy a new carburetor, put it on next week. At least I know it'll be new and it'll run good. And it's just always something. Oh yeah, Mark, that's the ticket. That sounds good, brother. I bought some ribs, but my daughter ain't real big on ribs, so I may get something else and throw in there with it for her. Maybe some chicken or something for her. But yeah, I love smoking. It's mighty hot though right now. That's good, Elliot. It's good your AC is doing good. Yeah, me too, GGW. That's why I've never owned a hot rod. I don't see where it would hurt anything, Shannon. I always just keep them in the little tins, that I keep a lot of them in the tin that I make it in. But I've kept it in Ziploc baggies before. I don't think it'll hurt it. I went on Amazon and bought a bunch of those little round tins, I just keep some in there. I don't keep a lot of char cloth because I just make me up some when I need some. But I mean, you ought to be all right keeping it in a sandwich baggie. Once it's made, it don't hardly, go bad or anything. It just sometimes it'll get too brittle to use. Hey, there's Mom and Son Rail fans. How are y'all? I appreciate y'all coming in. I really enjoyed y'all's layout there at the house. Y'all have done a tremendous job. Fantastic job. And happy 4th of July weekend to y'all too. Yeah, I was amazed at y'all's layout. It was fantastic. Yeah, Irene, it's a 84 CJ7. I bought that Jeep brand new in 84. And I drove it for about 10 or 12 years. And then when all my youngins started getting born, I couldn't haul them all around in it. So my daddy had a nice conversion van. He said, I'll just trade you the van for the Jeep. But they were both paid for. So I did that. And I drove the conversion van while the kids were growing up. And Daddy kept that thing in the garage for about 20 years. He'd go out and crank it every now and then. But it has sat up so long that I've had to replace just about everything on that Jeep, which I knew I would. It's okay. But, if I hadn't bought it new, I probably would have sold it by now. Oh, that's cool, Shannon. Yeah, he seemed like he'd be a good dude. Oh, that's okay, Mom and Son. Y'all, I'm telling you, that's probably one of the best looking layouts I've seen. Digger Evans is getting some nice stuff. Misty's got some nice stuff. I guess I'm just now getting to see everybody's work, but y'all all do a good job. I've never seen. I don't know if Jerry's got a layout or not. I guess he does, but I've never seen it. Hey, it's Chris from 740. How you doing, Chris? I'm behind in the chat like I always am, brother. Hope y'all are having a great Independence Day weekend. Oh man, GGW. My cousin had one, a 62 or a 63. I can't remember. When I was a kid, I remember him driving it over to the house, show it off to my dad. That was a beautiful car. Oh no, it's not. It's not that old, Irene. It's not a wheelie or anything, but it's. I mean, still pretty old. I think what, close around 30 years old, 35 years old. I'd love to have a 40s wheelie, something like that. You know, it's funny, for 15, 20 years, they didn't change anything on them, and then they started changing them. But hey, Boxcar Jerry, he's back. Thank you, Jerry. Hope you're enjoying your Independence Day weekend. Oh, okay, Jerry. Well, Mom and Sons has probably got one of the most impressive layouts I've seen. I really enjoyed it. Now, Mystics is good, and I can tell he's still working on it. Diggers is good. I watch a lot of his uh, videos when he's building this stuff. I don't have the room like they do. Gosh, that'd take up my whole house. Oh man, Chris, I know you had a blast. You'll enjoy that tomorrow too. I got to do my Freedom Ring video tomorrow if I can get down to my friend's house. I hope I can. Now watch it rain for the first time in 2 weeks if I try and get out and do that. Hey Brian, I appreciate you hanging in there with us so long, brother. Hope the rest of your weekend goes good and y'all dry out some. Yeah, they do, Jerry. Do a real nice job. Yeah, Shannon, I don't think it'll hurt nothing. Matter of fact, I think somebody sent me some in some sandwich bags, and it was fine when I got it. Oh gosh, Jerry, about the same here. Same thing. We're 90 and humid as crap. I don't know why it's so humid when we're so dry, but it's just, I guess, just that time of the year in the South. Oh, that's cool, Irene. Yeah, it is getting tough to. I mean, it's getting tough to find parts for mine. I imagine a 40s wheelie would be really tough to get. I mean, you almost have to go to a specialty Jeep place, you know, that's done Jeeps for years. And the thing is, most of us gonna come out of a junkyard because they don't make any retro stuff for it. Very little, anyway. Oh goodness, Judy's at 70 degrees and pouring still. I tell you what, Judy, I'll take the 70 degrees, but I do. And I'll take a little of the rain. I just don't pour in rain. Bless y'all's hearts. Y'all really caught it. Thank you, GGW. Oh, cool, Buck. That's awesome, buddy. I'm going to try and ship my furs off this week. And if I can get them out of here, then I'm going to start loading this week. I say that every week, but I'm actually trying. A buddy of mine's going to send me some 35 Remington brass, about 20 or 25 Remington brass. And I'm going to make him come over here and help me load it for the first time. Awesome, GGW. Everybody needs to go over and visit those channels. Woo, I may have to bump the air conditioner up. Is it too loud in here with the air conditioner going? I can't take it. I got to turn it up anyway. All right, I'm going to at least medium. Starting to get too hot in the barn in the fur shed. I'm gonna see if Stoney will let me put all my coons in his freezer, so I'm gonna sell them next year. That way, it won't cost me $1,300 to have my furs tanned. I don't have $1,300 right now. I can do it, but I don't want to put it on the credit card. It's getting so expensive to get stuff tanned nowadays. I did those coons a couple of years ago. I could probably do the coyotes, but the really greasy stuff like the beavers and the coons, it's tough to get the grease out of them. I tell you another thing that's got bad in the last couple of weeks is the mosquitoes are outrageous here right now. I can't even go out on the patio or the front porch, either one, without having to spray with bug spray. And I can't stand spraying with bug spray and then hanging out in the house. I don't mind it when I'm in the woods, but then I come home and take a shower. But just sitting around with bug spray on me, I hate that. But they are bad this year. We had such a mild winter. I imagine that's got a lot to do with it too. Oh yeah, that's for sure, Tim. That's for sure. Well, that's one reason I got the garden. That's exactly right. I imagine you boys getting his share of mosquitoes right now down there. I think as of today, I put up 30 quarts of green beans, 17 quarts of pickles, and I gave away a bunch of zucchini. I gave away some more green beans and a bunch of cucumbers to a buddy of mine yesterday. So at least I've got a lot to get me through winter. I'm going to have to check those out, Mark. I've heard 2 or 3 people talking about them, so they really work good. Wonder if they got those at Academy. I'm sure Bass Pro probably sells them. I'm definitely gonna check into them because it's ridiculous right now. That last video when I was beaver trapping, uh, if you stayed still for a minute or two, they start eating your hands and neck up. I had everything else pretty much covered, but they were bad. Well, that's cool, GGW. I'm gonna check into them things then. Oh man, if they've been in the field, I know it's been miserable this week, Tim. He'll get through it though, I guess. Every soldier that went through there has, but I'm telling you, it's been a rough week if you've been in the field out there. I'm just glad they're all young folks. Us old folks wouldn't make it out there very long. Well, I know I wouldn't anyway. We're going down to Florida at the end of this month. I'm looking forward to a little R&R down there. I'm not sure how much fishing I'll get to do, but I'm gonna take a couple of my poles. I may even I think I'm gonna take the metal detector too. See if I can't find some buried treasure out on the beach. That's cool, Mark. I am definitely gonna pick me up some of those. I mean, I can't even hardly work in the garden without. I have to spray every time I go out in the garden. I stir up the grass, man. Them mosquitoes will eat me to pieces out there. Especially when I spray with a garden hose, man, that stirs them up. But it's good to know they work that good. Oh, GGW's got one that has a light and the thermocell. That's cool. Where'd you get that one, GGW? Huh. Yeah, but Tim, there'll be plenty of cold beverages in Florida and a nice big umbrella to sit under. I think I can make it in Florida, okay? Now, fishing would almost be, if I go fishing, I'll probably go at night. Probably do some night fishing if I get out there. It's way too hot to be standing out there fishing. Matter of fact, my metal detector's probably going to be at night. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot during the day except uh, having a few beverages and babysitting the grandkids, of course. All right, GGW guy is at Walmart. I'll check out Walmart and Academy, see. Oh man, Shannon, you better wail this evening. It's got to be too hot to be working in the yard today. I bet the garden's doing good though. You had a lot growing the other day. But I appreciate you being in there, brother. You be careful out there in that heat. Yeah, I think I mean, it sounds great, Tim. I mean, the thing is, everybody says they work. So as long as they work, I don't mind putting out a few bucks on it. GGW. No, I think that's something Dan does. I got access to plenty of lingo on that cow farm, I guess, if I wanted one, but I don't think I will. Well, I imagine they'll have the fireworks cranked up pretty loud next couple of nights here. Okay, air rifles. Yeah, I may have to let Dan cover that one, GGW. Dan's had some good range videos this week, this last week or so. He's been shooting a lot. Has any of y'all been shooting? Besides, I know Buck shot some. I know Chris has, because Chris is always shooting. And he's going back tomorrow with Daniel. I'm thinking about joining my local range over here because I really don't have anywhere where I can shoot out at 100 yards, around here. So I think I'm gonna join that range if the price isn't too bad. I need to get out where I can shoot more. I just don't know what they're charging for a yearly membership. But I hear them shooting over here all the time. All right, Mark says he shoots twice a week. Well, that's my goal, Mark. Mark, if I join that range, it's close. I mean, it's less than 2 miles from my house. I would like to shoot a couple times a week. Especially if I get my reloading going, then I'll be in good shape. I'm thinking too about I may take that red dot off my 22 and put a little scope on that 22. I don't know. I hadn't decided yet. I really like that scope on that 22 Magnum because it dialed in good. But it's just, I don't know, a red dot, I shake a lot. I don't know if it helped me or not. But I use it a lot for trapping, so I guess really a scope for trapping, you're too close up to really use a scope. I've been thinking about maybe getting me a 357. I hadn't had a 357 in years, but I'm starting to think I might want another one. Just can't decide yet or not. I mean, like I need another caliber to start shooting, Everything guy, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. Hope you're having a great weekend. How's your weather? Judy, has actually been, my buddy lives down there, and he said it's been right about 100 every day in North Florida. Now, I don't know what it is in South Florida, but they're usually around 5 to 10 degrees warmer than us, maybe 5 to 8 degrees. But at the beach, you got that nice breeze, so it feels better, but you got higher humidity too. So I don't know. I mean, I think I can tough it out on the beach. But it's probably still going to be too hot to get out on the pier and do any fishing unless I go at night. Especially at night with that sea breeze coming off that pier, it would be pretty comfortable at night. And I've caught a lot of fish at night off that pier. Yeah, I agree, GGW. And that's one thing I was thinking about is I already got the dyes and all, so I wouldn't really be buying anything except, different brass and stuff. So I'm thinking about getting it because I used to shoot 38 in my 357 a lot, especially target rounds. So I think I might pull the trigger on it. I just hadn't decided yet. I always liked my 357. One of them got stole, and the other one I sold like a dummy. Small water charters. How you doing, John and Lindia? I bet it is. I bet you won't forget your sunglasses again next time you go out. Yeah, the ocean breeze makes all the difference. Oh, Judy, that's one thing we're lucky with. We don't have black flies. We don't really even have here. We don't have any biting flies much, except we do got one big old fly. We used to call them horse flies, but it's not like the big horse fly you see flying around. But very rarely do they bite you. Is that right, Tim? I'd spend $50 on it if it works. Irene, I appreciate you being in. It was nice having you in with us. And you have a wonderful 4th of July and 4th of July weekend, too. Y'all be careful up there. Watch out for bears. Yeah, that's true. Just a little more powder. I agree, GGW. Like I said, I always enjoyed mine, but I just hadn't had one in a long time. Oh, y'all are creeping up then, Elliot. We're still, according to my computer, we're still at 90. But there ain't a whole lot of difference. When it is 90, it's hot, whether it's 90 or 93. I don't blame you, John. That's the way I do my reading glasses. I have to stash them all over the place. I've lost one pair of my reading glasses the other day when I was trapping. I don't know, probably in the bottom of that lake, but sunglasses, I have to have sunglasses. "93 on Tim's front porch." Well, you better go to the back porch, Tim. Maybe it's cooler back there. I agree, Judy. I tell you what, John, I was fishing one year and actually we were crabbing in Mexico Beach. And them dang old biting flies, I don't know if they're yellow flies or what they are. Them things were eating us up. You could not, it was terrible. We used skin so soft and they started leaving us alone. But we ran out and got in the water, and my buddy had a straw hat on, and I bet there was 100 of them that landed on top of that straw hat just waiting for us to get out of the water. That was miserable. And I don't know if it's because we had all them crab or if it was just a certain time of the year. Man, they were biting the crap out of us. GGW says 96 on the patio. I guess we're all in a heat wave, except Judy. She's got all that rain. But I sure would like to have some 70-degree temps and a Little bit of that rain. I just don't want a bunch of that rain. Not like she has. It's been raining. What has it been raining, Judy? 3 weeks there? Hey, James Pugh, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you stopping by. Hope y'all having a good Independence Day weekend. Yeah, I guess so, John. That's what I'm thinking. But the skin's so soft, it actually kept the flies from biting us. We did freezed up, though. You couldn't hold on to nothing with all that skin so soft on us. I bet James going to have something on the grill on the 4th. Oh, gosh, James, you've had it almost bad as Judy then. I hear you, Tim. We were talking about if we go fishing, we don't have a bimini top on our boat. We were talking about we might just take a little small generator my buddy's got and put us a fan out on the boat where at least it'll keep the air moving. And it's going to be miserable hot. Oh, it was. I looked great, John, until I took a shower. And when it washed off, I looked like an old man again. There ain't a whole lot that can help when you look like me. There you go, James. I bought me a rack yesterday, and I'm probably gonna put some chicken on the smoker too for my daughter. She don't really care much for ribs. I found out Aiden, my grandson, that boy can eat every pickle in a pickle jar. He's found out the wonderful thing about pickles. He loves them dang thing. So I may not have canned enough pickles. I may have to do some more pickles tomorrow. Is that right, Tim? Now, I never had to use it to get tar off of me, but I used it for years and years deer hunting. And you're right, ticks won't bother you a bit. Mosquitoes don't like it either. But that stuff is slick. Man, it's slick. Well, GGW, we thought about that. We said, if we can't get a bimini top this year, we may just put a couple of umbrellas out in the pole holders or something, just to knock the sun off of us a little bit. But eventually I would like to get a bimini top on that thing. I take an umbrella when we go to the pier at the beach. I got the pole rod holders on my pier cart, and I sit that umbrella in the pole holder, open it up, and at least you can get under it, when nothing's biting. Get a little relief out of the sun. Oh, that sounds good, James. Love me some deer jerky. There's old Woody. Woody's trapping. How you doing, brother? Are you warm enough down in South Georgia? I like it too, Judy. I would rather night fish than day fish, especially in Florida. I've caught just as many off the pier at night in Florida as I have. Plus, you get watch those guys shark fish. I've seen some big sharks caught off that pier down there. Is that right, Tim? You're a pickle man too. I like them, but after about 2 or 3 pickles, I've had enough. I mean, I used to drink the pickle juice. I do like pickle juice. Yeah, but I don't know if we're gonna be. We can't. We've had trouble, GGW, trying to find a bimini top for that boat. I told my buddy, I said, just need to call Bass Pro because if you look at the charts and all, it's too hard to figure out which boat, which bimini top goes for. So I told him just call them and try and ask them and find, tell them what type of boat we got and what's the best bimini top. But I don't know if we'll get it on there this year. It may be next year before we can get it on there. Huh. Well, John, I know y'all are in it every day, so you know how to do it, brother. I don't know. I guess I get wimpy when it gets this hot. I don't mind. I mean, I can handle the cold, but when it gets this hot, it just drains me. Oh, cool, James. I wish they made bigger jars like mason jars, but I've never seen anything bigger than a quart jar. But I wish I could jar up something bigger than a quart jar, like a half gallon or something. I tell you what, Woody, we've just been hanging out yapping, buddy. Oh, that sounds good, GGW. I've never tried that before. That sounds pretty cool. Oh, here too, Woody. It ain't no cooler on my end. It's been miserable hot. Well, James, that's what it's been in the middle 90s here for about the last 4 or 5 days. But they say we're going to drop down to the high 80s, like 88, 89 for 4 or 5 days. We got a cold front coming in. And maybe a little rain. I hope we get some rain. Yeah, John, I guess you get acclimated to it. There's James 223 DMR. What's going on, James? How you doing, brother? Hope you're having a good 4th of July weekend. Yeah, it is getting a little bit hot, Woody. I think I need to go tie up under a bridge somewhere and try and crappie fish at night. Oh yeah, John. Those were all good fish. You and Lindy both caught some good ones, but that 7.5 pounder, that was a hoss right there. But you had 2 or 3 that were like 5.5 pounds, a couple of 4s, some 3s. I mean, y'all were on them the other day. Coach probably would have threw you overboard if you'd have caught that 7.5 pounder with him on there. Yeah, 6'11". I knew you had 2 or 3 big ones. And then the rest of them were all nice ones. Okay, James, I'll check it out this evening. I hadn't done it. I hadn't done an update on the garden in a while, just because it's kind of the beans and the cucumbers are kind of playing out. So I'll snatch the beans up next week, and I'm gonna plant okra, because I should still have plenty of time to plant okra and get a good crop of it. And it's about time to pull up my turnips and pick my turnips and collards. But Mama wants some turnip. Wants me to bring her a turnip or two to eat. She likes to just slice them and eat them like a apple or something. Oh, I noticed that, Woody. I know it's hot out there where you've been fishing. That's the way it was when I fished that lake in the kayak the last couple of years. Once you get out there, man, you're out there. There's no shade. Yeah, I know, John. I just thought that would, if you'd have caught him, Coach would have been going, ugh. Goodness, Judy, more than a month. I knew it had been at least 3 weeks. That's just ridiculous. You may have to build an ark pretty soon. Yeah, that's the way we do it, Woody. We got some of them lights you drop down, and I used to know a couple of pretty good spots, but I hadn't fished under those bridges in a while. And we fished a few docks that were lighted docks. Yeah, I love catching crappies at night. It's so much cooler. And crappie's my favorite fish to eat. I don't eat bass or nothing, but I usually let them go. But I'll keep me some crappie or some big old shell crackers and bluegills. Yeah, I agree, Woody. I think that's the way to go right now. Yeah, John, he seems like a good guy. He likes to cut up. You can tell that. Y'all always cutting up together. Well, James, mine's been kind of crazy too. I mean, those caterpillars are eating they have ate all the green off all my red potatoes. So I might have to check them either tonight or tomorrow and just see how much damage they've done, or if they'll come back, or if I just need to pull them up and cut my losses or what. But and the Japanese beetles are starting to eat the tops of my green beans to pieces. That's a cool pontoon y'all got for crappie fishing, John. I enjoy the crappie fishing videos as much as I do the bass videos. Yeah, Clark Hill's a good one to do it, Woody. We used to do it Clark Hill. We used to do it Lake Jackson. They do it at West Point a lot, but I had never fished West Point at night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cindy's got the right idea. She gets out there fishing at night. I agree, Cindy. It's just right now it's miserable hot. And I always enjoyed doing the night fishing myself. There's Rob, New York Outcast. What's going on, brother? Hope y'all are enjoying your Independence Day weekend. You been out on the water this weekend, or you been hanging close to the house? Oh yeah, Judy. I told her they have caught some big old nice cats here lately. They've been doing real good. They've been hitting them hard. I think the ones we got GDW are like they put off like a blue color. I can't remember. Yeah, that's the ones I used to have, Woody. I did. They were just car headlights, but the ones we got now are like tubes. You drop them down, and they shine out all different directions. And I think they're blue, kind of a blue color. Little River at Clark Hill. There you go, Woody. We used to fish that first bridge near the where you go to it's a state park there. I can't remember what that was. Oh man, Rob, I know that sucked. I got to get out and put alternator on this evening if it cools off any. Well, I mean, it'd be nice. Just make sure you get it where you can jump in the water and cool off because it's going to be rough out there just just floating around. That's right, Cindy. That's right. I've heard that, Woody. Only time I've ever caught any stripers were what lake? We were over in Alabama on Lake. Shoot, what was the name of that lake? I can't even remember that lake, but we got on them down there, and they were jumping pretty good. I love pickle juice, Judy. I used to drink it all the time. I think anything with vinegar is good for you. Well, I never hit them when we were running very fast, Woody, but I tell you what, I've caught some of the biggest shell crackers I ever caught in my life on Clark's Hill. Oh, that's cool, Rob. Anything around the water right now is going to be nice. I'm not looking forward to getting out there this evening much, but I guess I really need to get that thing changed out. I thought all I was going to have to do was once I got the brakes done, done the brakes on it, done the fuel system, heater core, all that stuff in that Jeep. I thought soon I'd be able to go ahead and sand it down and have it painted. But I got more stuff falling apart on it. I'm probably going to have to pretty much replace or rebuild everything around that motor. The motor itself's good, but just about everything that hooks to the motor is getting shot out. When something sits up for 20 years, you got to expect that. Is that right, Rob? That ain't the time to be blowing smoke, is it? Oh, do they, Judy? I've never. I mean, I guess I could buy them online because I've never seen them in the stores here. Sure would make life easier if I had half-gallon cannon jars instead of filling up so many quart jars. I might look online and see if I can find some. Okay, Woody. We found a point out there, a real sandy point, and they were on the bed. Man, we wore them out. Those are some of the biggest shell crackers I ever caught in my life. But now you caught some big ones down there in those little lakes you've been fishing. You caught some of the biggest brim I've seen in a long time in those lakes too. Yeah, Rob, that's what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to hide it when you fall out halfway through. I mean, you just need to say, look, I ain't done this in a long time. I hope I can keep up. I'll tell them flat out, hey, man, I'm probably going to die doing this, but so y'all just pick me up on the way back out. I guess some people, just their pride won't let them say stuff like that. I'll be the first to tell you when I can't do something. Yeah, pride does some crazy stuff, people. I guess it's hard to shame me because I don't care. I'll tell you straight up. I tell you what, if you can get up on the bank with you, get you some shade over there. That might not be a bad spot to snatch up a few of them. I love if a brim or a shell cracker is big enough to flay out. I'll catch them all day long. I just don't like all them little bones. I don't know. I hadn't even looked at the moon phases this week. All right, Judy, you do that now. You be careful, and I'm not even gonna say stay dry because I know you can't do it there. But you have a wonderful 4th of July and a good week, and I sure hope y'all dry out soon. You got to get the garden planted. Well, dang, Rob, I believe I could have even made that one. Maybe not, but I can take a moderate hike. Now, when the elevation jumps up about 2,000 feet in 30 minutes, I'm out on that. But just a long, steady climb, I'm all right on. Jerry, the garden some stuff's doing good, some stuff's not. I'm starting to get infiltrated with bugs now, so I'm kind of having to see what kind of damage I got. My Cabbage will be ready. I probably got a couple of cabbage that we may cut tonight. Tomatoes are starting to do good. I got 2 or 3 orange tomatoes. They're not red yet, but about 2 more days they'll be ready. So I imagine all my tomatoes will start turning here pretty quick. Still getting a lot of zucchini. What else we got? Mainly it's probably going to be tomatoes and zucchini for next 2 or 3 weeks, and then maybe a cabbage here and there. But I'm gonna plant my okra at the end of this week, and I should still have plenty of time to get a good amount of okra before it gets cold. Because we probably won't have our first frost here until November. We might have it the last week of October, but I imagine it'll be November before we get a frost. Yeah, Rob, with the trapping and all that, I do a lot of walking. I just don't like to. But if it's a decent trail, I don't mind it. Oh, is that right, James? They're always messing with the licenses every year, seems like. That's good, Woody. I think this is good weather for squash and tomatoes right now. I'll tell you something I did do is I had to get the new numbers for my kayak because I run a trolling motor on my kayak, so I have to get numbers and a sticker for the kayak. Well, I went on the website the other day and I was not paying attention. So I bought the license, and then I got to looking at it. It said gasoline motor and all. I'm thinking the thing doesn't have a gas motor. It's got a trolling motor. What do you call it? I had re-registered my old boat that I had 20-something years ago. I don't even have that boat anymore. It cost me $55, and I don't even own the boat anymore. And it said no refunds. So then I had to turn around and buy one registration for my kayak. So that cost me another $35. I need to call them and tell them to take that first one off because I hadn't owned that boat in years. But it's my own fault. I should have looked at it closer. I just didn't. Because I didn't think I owned but one boat. And dang if it didn't show up, I still own the other one. So whoever I sold it to, they're good for another 2 years anyway. Hey, there's LJ, hippie chick off Grid Main. How you doing? Oh gosh, it's pouring on hippie chick too. Yeah, Judy told us it's been terrible there. I know I've been keeping up with your videos, and I know it's rained. Judy says it's rained every day for over a month there. I hope you're able to get your garden put in without everything rotting and flooding away. I hope you're going to have a wonderful Independence weekend. Wow, is that right, Shasta? I believe I'd be doing a little squirrel hunting. I did see 2 big old coons come through the yard the other night, and I thought, you got to be kidding me, because, last year them coons is what ate all my tomatoes up. I had them on my trail cam. They went right by my corn and went straight to my tomatoes, and they broke my tomato plants all to pieces. So I hadn't seen any damage where they were messing with anything yet, but I always hate to see them come through the yard this time of year because they'll usually get in there and break some stuff down. That's right, Woody. Some squirrel stew. 81. James is 81 and partly cloudy. Well, we're 90 and sunny, James, and hot. Yeah, I know what you mean, Shasta. I know what you mean, man. It's like they keep coming from everywhere. You kill 5 and 5 more show up next day. Squirrel pot pie. You know, anything squirrel would be good. Of course, they probably got, what do you call them things that they get on them? Wolves. They probably got wolves in them right now. Yeah, wolf worms. Yeah, them things are nasty when they got wolves. Woody, have you heard that we're getting those what's them things that Judith and Dan Davis always catching those them things look like big old rats. What are those things? They say those are moving into South Georgia. I can't remember what they call them things. Big old swamp rats. What do they call them things? Yeah, there you go, Jerry. Nutria. Yeah, I heard that them things are starting to move in to Georgia. I don't know if they're coming up from South Georgia or coming from the coast on the east side of Georgia. Or they could be coming in on the west side out of Alabama. Yes, it's going to have to be a bug out situation. I've ate squirrel, but it's been a long time ago. There ain't enough on a squirrel to do much good. You got to shoot 10 or 12 of them just to get enough for dumplings or something. Is that right, Jerry? I heard some states give you a bounty on them. They pay you to kill them. It might be, I can't remember what state that is that's paying to kill them things. I imagine they probably taste like a beaver or something. I don't think so, James. That'd be a mighty big. These things make a wharf rat look little. Yeah, Woody, that's what I'm wondering is if they're coming up maybe like out of Okefenokee or somewhere down there in Florida. If they are, it won't be 2 or 3 years they'll be up this far. That's the way the coyotes did. Oh, is that right, Shasta? I don't know, man. I don't know, Rob. I've seen some mighty big ones when I used to work at Six Flags over Georgia when I was in high school. on those water rides, those log rides. And I've seen wharf rats big enough. They stand up on their back feet and open a gate. James loves them squirrels. Well, Woody, they could. Yeah, they could. I know Dan Davis never eat up with them down there in Mississippi. Is that right, Rob? Oh, is that right, Jerry? I knew somebody was paying to kill them things. Because if they get into an area, they're like beavers, they'll just tear some stuff up. And they they eat the vegetation down on a swamp to nothing. That's probably true, James. I'll give you that. Yeah, they eat grass. They say they eat all that grass down, and it's not good for the ducks and stuff, Woody. Hey, there's Bernie. Bernie Sanchez. How you doing, Bernie? Hope y'all are having a wonderful Independence Day weekend, and you got the smoker fired up. $6 a piece. Heck, that's better than they're paying for coon, Jerry. I need to start catching them and sending them up there. Okay, I'll check that out, Jerry. I'll definitely check that out. But I've seen a video of somebody hunting them for money like that. Okay, let me see. Reef robber. Yeah, I don't think I've seen his videos, Woody. Yeah, Jerry, that's how they do the where Dan's Davis is. They have a beaver tail bounty. They just cut the beaver tail off and bring them up there, and they get paid for, the showing that they had caught them. So some states do. Matter of fact, I think either Kansas or Missouri's got a beaver tail bounty where they pay you for beaver tails. Seems like Trapper Jay used to take them, take them in for money. I wish Georgia would. Oh, Oregon, Woody? Oh, maybe it is Oregon. Yeah, Jerry, I'd give it a shot anyway. They wouldn't know the difference, would they? At one time, Georgia was doing that coyote call, and I don't remember what it was, if they were paying for whoever shot or killed the most coyotes. I don't remember what that thing was. It was called the coyote call. But there's so many of them in Georgia now, I guess they quit doing it. Matter of fact, the anti-trappers and hunters raised too much cane. They quit doing that. Well, I wouldn't doubt it, Shasta. I really wouldn't doubt it. There you go, James. There you go, James. $5 bounty on it. I mean, it makes sense. Beavers destroy some places. Yeah, I believe it was in Missouri is where Trapper Jay was taking them and selling them. I wish they'd have a beaver bounty here. Give me a little more incentive to get out and trap harder, but Woody'd make a lot of money. Woody catches 10 times the beavers I do every year. Yeah, it works good, Bernie. Rabbit call is probably one of the best calls there is to catch some coyotes or shoot some coyotes. It drives them crazy. They can't stand. They're going to come check it out. All right, Woody, I'll check him out. Maybe I'll go there tonight after I go by James Pugh's, check out his video. Well, Shasta, there's different states, have different regulations, but they're all pretty stringent, especially with bobcats and otters, because those are federal. It's a federal deal. Well, that's what I was thinking, Rob. I mean, that's you can load up pretty quick at $5 a beaver. And I mean, coon ain't paying but $3. Plus, you can still sell your pelt, So it'd be like, say they're paying $20 a beaver pelt. That's another $5. Give you $25 a beaver. It adds up pretty quick. Wow, Jerry, that's amazing. I might have to move somewhere it's got up there. It's got nutria where I can start trapping them things. That's a whole lot more money than I'm making. Well, I mean, if you get $5 for the tail, and you can still keep the, sell the fur. The fur will sell for 20, depending on what it is. Right now, they're paying by the pound. So I don't know. Huh. That's right, Bernie. And I agree, GGW. That's pretty good. 70,000 is pretty good money. I say we start importing nutria into Georgia. That's right, James. That's exactly right. All right, Woody. I'll check him out, buddy. Yeah, I agree with Bernie. I wish we do got a lot of pigs. They're just not near me. That's something I would really like to do this fall, this winter, is go down and shoot some pigs. I hadn't done it in a long time. Yeah, I got you, Rob. Yeah, I hadn't been pig hunting in 10 years, probably. I just don't know about eating a nutria, Jerry. I mean, I guess they're probably just same as a beaver, but I don't know, them some big old ugly looking rats. At least a beaver's got a flat tail. Nutria just looks like a big old ass rat. Hey, Ronald Fowler, how you doing, brother? I'm in Georgia, and we're at 90 degrees, so y'all are a whole lot warmer than us. Where's Ashburn, Ronald? That's mighty high. Hope you're doing good, though. Hope you're trying to stay cool. Yeah, I used to really enjoy pig hunting. We used to go 3 or 4 times a year, but just stuff gets in the way where you don't get to go anymore. Oh, is that right, Jerry? Tastes like rabbit. Well, that ain't bad. Yeah, they look a lot like a beaver. And where is let me see, where is Ashburn, Ronald? Yeah, Bernie, I mean, they look a lot like that. Hey, Rob, I appreciate you hanging in here, brother. Yeah, you be careful on that maiden voyage till you make sure you got some break. Be careful and enjoy your Independence Day, buddy. And y'all be safe out there. Appreciate you being in. Okay, that's right, Ron. 20 miles south of Cordele. Well, I know that's some good trapping down there. That's for sure. I've been down to Cordele many a time, but it was when I was younger. But no, man, at least it ain't we're y'all are a lot hotter than us. Y'all are what, 20 degrees hotter than us right now? We've been at about 98 all week, and it dropped down a little bit. But man, I don't care when you hit 90 degrees. It's hot. I don't care if it's 90 or if it's 100. It's miserable. They probably do, Shasta. I mean, folks will eat most anything. All right, Tim. Mum's the word, brother. Bainbridge is a cool place. They got a lot of nice trains come through Bainbridge, Georgia. Jerry, I know that's where. Oh God, Tony Walsh lives down in Bainbridge. He posts some cool videos of the trains coming through Bainbridge. Oh, okay, Ronald. I have to look that up one day. Bernie, I think I'm going to stick with my weapon and shoot them. Them guys do that pig hunting with dogs and knives here too, but I'm out on that. I'd rather just shoot them from a deer stand. Oh, Ronald, I hope you're getting it straightened out, brother. No, it's after I went on did that last beaver job a couple of weeks ago. I'm not going to do any more summer beaver jobs. Just not going to do it. It's way too hot, too snaky, and I just can't get out there in that heat and do it. Well, Tim, you got to figure all you do is cutting the tail off and taking it to them. You get to keep the beaver, so you still get to skin it and tan it and sell the fur, or either sell the fur to the fur man when they come around and buy furs. Now, Woody, Cordill's a lot way south of Perry. Cordill's down below Claxton, I think. Is that right? I mean, GGW, I knew Taurus was in Bainbridge. Are they owned by the same company? Is Taurus owned Rossi or Rossi owned Taurus? Because I knew Taurus was there because my TX22 says Bainbridge, Georgia on it. But I didn't know Rossi was made there unless they own the same company owns them. Yeah, Cordell, Woody. $30 minutes south of Perry. I thought it was further than that, Ronald. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been down there, but oh man, well I'll be praying for you, Ronald. They gonna get you a prosthetic? I hope they get you a prosthetic so you can still be mobile. Okay, James, I figured they must. Yeah, we'll be praying for you, Ron. Make sure it goes well. I don't know how long the recovery is on something like that, but okay, GGW, I thought so. Ronald, if y'all need anything, just text me. My email's in my about page. Well, guys, we've been on here about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, Ronald. Well, good. You keep us updated, brother. Let us know how you are. You can always email me. Y'all, I have been on over 2 hours now, so I've got to get the alternator done on that truck. And we got to feed the grandbaby something, so the kid can't eat pickles for the rest of his life. So 8 to 12 weeks. Well, I mean, it sounds like a long time, but you're probably going to do physical therapy and learning to use your prosthetics. That will be, you hang in there. You'll be all right, brother. Like I said, you can keep me informed on my email. Mark, thanks, buddy. Hey, Ronald, ain't none of us as young as we used to be. But y'all, I appreciate each and every one of you being in here. I really enjoyed it. It's always a treat to talk to y'all. But I got a buttload of stuff to do this evening. So y'all be careful. Have a wonderful Independence Day weekend and a great Independence Day. Y'all keep Ronald in your prayers, and don't forget Lakeview Outdoors and Owls Outdoors. Y'all pray for their wives and send them some money if you can. All right, guys. I reckon I'll see you on the next one.